Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're tackling a true cornerstone of modern hotel operations, managerial presence in hospitality. If you've ever wondered what actually separates a flawlessly running luxury property from one that's constantly battling low team morale, the answer almost always boils down to one thing: how leadership shows up on the floor.
Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I am pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We look forward to supporting your professional growth in the hospitality industry.
Okay, so looking at our agenda, Jay, we've got 5 main sections to cover. 1. Defining managerial presence. 2. The power of visibility. 3. Emotional awareness and action. 4. Consistency and role modeling. And 5. Balancing oversight with empowerment. Let's jump right into section 1, defining managerial presence. This really is the absolute foundation of hospitality leadership.
By definition, managerial presence is the visibility, accessibility, and emotional awareness of leaders in the workplace. Now, in the hospitality sector, things move incredibly fast, right? Guest interactions are constant, totally unscripted, and let's face it, sometimes pretty high stress. Because of that, your presence as a manager, or your lack of it, has a massive impact on overall team morale and daily engagement. It isn't just about physically being inside the building, it's really about how you occupy that space. So we can break this whole concept down into 3 core pillars: visibility, accessibility, and emotional awareness. And listen, these definitely aren't just corporate buzzwords, they are highly actionable daily behaviors. You have to be seen, you have to be super easy to approach, and you absolutely must be tuned into the psychological state of your team. When all 3 of those elements are clicking, your entire operation just levels up. Which brings us nicely to section 2, the power of visibility, or what we commonly call leading from the floor. There's a straight up, direct link between visibility and trust. When managers actually spend time out on the floor, they're proactively demonstrating commitment and approachability. Just picture a bustling hotel kitchen or a front desk getting totally slammed with check-ins. If you are physically there during those peak times, it proves to your employees that leadership genuinely understands the operational reality they're dealing with. You aren't just managing them from a spreadsheet in some back office. You're in the trenches with them. And doing this sets off a really positive chain reaction. Step 1, the manager stays accessible out on the floor. Step 2, because you are right there, employees feel totally comfortable sharing their concerns in real time, instead of letting things fester. And step 3, they proactively come to you for guidance before a tiny issue turns into a massive guest complaint. It's a natural, highly efficient flow of communication that gets unlocked simply by you being present. Let's move on to section 3, emotional awareness in action. Because being visible really isn't enough if you aren't paying attention to the human element. This is where the supportive leader shines. As the educational leadership models promoted by Europe Hotel School London emphasize, emotional intelligence is a core managerial competency. It's definitely not just a soft skill, it's a critical operational tool. A manager's emotional awareness takes their physical presence and just supercharges it, allowing them to actually read the room and act on it. So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, an emotionally aware leader is always scanning their environment for noticeable signals: stress during a massive rush, fatigue at the tail end of a long double shift, or bubbling conflict between staff members. And the required leadership action here? Intervene early and offer real support. Stepping in like that sends a loud, clear signal to your team. It literally tells them, I see you, I know this is tough, and I've got your back. Okay, on to section 4, consistency and role modeling. This is all about setting the standard by example. Think about the stark contrast between sporadic visibility and consistent engagement. If you're only popping out onto the floor once a month or magically appearing right before a corporate inspection, your team is going to see right through that. It's perceived as performative, right? Like a box-ticking exercise. But consistent engagement, that builds deep, reliable trust and highly stable work environments. In hospitality, consistency literally is the currency of trust. And remember, your team is always observing you. They're constantly watching how you handle intense pressure, how you gracefully interact with demanding guests, and how respectfully you treat your colleagues. You are the one setting the behavioral norms for the entire hotel through your own example, not just through a printed training manual or verbal instructions. Your actions out on the floor are the real training manual. Which takes us to our final section, section 5, balancing oversight with empowerment. This is without a doubt the true art of engaged leadership. A detached manager who hides from daily operations is actively weakening team morale. Your employees are inevitably going to feel completely unsupported and undervalued. On the flip side, an engaged manager fosters a real sense of cohesion and high motivation. But pay close attention to the word engaged here. It doesn't mean interfering. Effective managerial presence requires a really precise balance. It's equal parts oversight and involvement, and empowerment and autonomy. You have to remain involved and present without crossing that line into micromanaging. It's about supporting your staff so they have the autonomy to make smart, on-the-fly decisions for the guest, all while knowing you're right there to catch them if they stumble.
When you finally nail this balance, the results are undeniable. A strong managerial presence directly creates a highly positive workplace culture and sustained engagement. When leaders show up in meaningful, consistent, and emotionally intelligent ways, teams feel supported, they feel confident, and they remain deeply motivated to deliver exceptional guest experiences day in and day out. So as you continue your journey with Europe Hotel School, I want to leave you with this final vital question. How will your presence shape the culture of your future team? Will you be detached, or will you be a visible, consistent, and empowering force on the floor? Keep that question in mind as you develop your own leadership style. Thank you for joining me for this explainer, and I wish you incredible success in your hospitality careers.